October, the World Series. Brooklyn went berserk. The Dodgers were the champs of the National League. Jackie Robinson was voted Rookie of the Year by the Sporting News. Nothing else mattered but the World Series. Each day during the series, at the sound of the school bell, Shirley and her classmates dashed to Mr. P's to cheer their team. This was no game. This was war. Huddled on empty soda crates, they sweated out each play. A Yankee hit, a blow to the stomach. A run, a mortal wound. A Dodger steal, a seizure of enemy territory. A score, a hero's welcome. When the Yankees won the first 2 games easily, Tommy made the mistake of saying, "De bums played like amateurs." No one spoke to him after that except Shirley, who sensed his tough talk masked a loyalty as passionate as the others. "You didn't mean it, did you?" "Sure I meant it. Amateurs, girl amateurs to boot." The next game was the longest ever played in the history of the World Series. Over 3 hours of hard hitting and fielding and running at Ebbets Field. If it had gone into extra innings, Shirley's heart would have stopped. The Dodgers finally edged the Bronx Bombers 9-8. Relief swooped through the crowd like the news of a snowstorm on the morning when a report not yet written was due. After the 4th game, cookie was on the lips of everyone. It had nothing to do with chocolate chips. It had everything to do with the player named Lavagetto. He was called off the bench to pinch hit with 2 outs in the 9th. 2 Dodgers on base after walks, and the enemy leading by 1 run. The Yankee pitcher was 1 out away from becoming a phenomenon so rare that it had never been seen before. The first man to pitch a no-hitter in the World Series. Lavagetto swung and missed. Shirley prayed. He swung again. At the crack of the bat, everyone jumped to his feet and did not breathe until the ball hit the concrete wall to drive in the winning runs. The series was tied. In the last inning of the 5th game, Mabel shook Shirley like a bottle of ketchup, shouting, "Do it again! Bust this one out of the park, Cookie!" Unbelievable as it seemed, once again it was the Yankees 2-1 with 2 outs and Lavagetto at bat. But history would not repeat itself. He fanned, and the kids who had rallied at Mr. P's disappeared as silently as dandelion heads in the breeze. Tommy almost got himself killed before a pitch was thrown in the 6th game on Sunday. "It's over. The bums are through. Back in Yankee territory, they got as much chance as a guppy swallowing a whale." Even Shirley thought he had gone too far. She helped to push him out the door. The game was endless. 38 men played before it was over. Maria set a record, too. She chewed Mr. P clean out of gum. The Dodgers led throughout most of the game, but everyone knew the Yankees were luckier than mice in a cheese factory. They could not relax until Red Barber announced a Brooklyn victory. Not even when there was only 1 out to go, Yankees trailing 5-8. Especially not when Joe DiMaggio was swinging the bat with 2 men on base. He had already smacked a home run earlier and could get lucky again. DiMaggio connected, walloping one 415 feet to left center. At that instant, Shirley hated him as much as she hated a waiting marriage. Even more. Then a miracle that banished every unkind thought and filled her with wonder. Gianfrido, charging from left field to the edge of the bullpen, reached behind the fence and robbed DiMaggio of his sure home run and tied a game. Screeching and leaping, the fans at Mr. P's gave a good imitation of monkeys stung by a swarm of bees. Even the boxes of ivory snow and cornflakes, jars of peanut butter and mustard, hopped. Forgetting 39 generations of Confucian breeding, Shirley hugged anyone in reach. Mr. P swept her up in his arms and twirled to a song he bellowed out in Greek. Everybody started to clap in time, around and around, faster and faster, until finally in happy exhaustion he plopped her on the counter to mop his face with his apron. Mabel and Joseph took the floor. Like a yo-yo, the captain flung Joseph out and snatched him back. Mabel sure could jitterbug. Finally, to Irvy's horror, Maria pulled him off the freezer, and as he stood stiff as an icicle, she tap-danced about, nudging him with the shoulder, patting him on the cheek, closer and closer till they were nose to nose, and he fled into the street. Only then did Shirley notice Tommy, outside, darting from car to car, kissing the hoods like a proud new papa. Any other day it might have seemed strange. Not today. The series was tied, and the Dodgers had been reborn. What happened on Monday was too painful to recall. On Tuesday, Shirley could forget everything, except that the Dodgers had lost and the Yankees were the world champs. Oh, she got up in the morning and went to bed at night and did what she was supposed to do, but her heart wasn't in it. Wait until next year, everyone said, only next year seemed as far away as a balloon lost in summer skies.